Well, hello everybody. I am Louise Eddington, the Cosmic Owl of Cosmic Owl Astrology, and I thought I'd do you a short video talking about the upcoming Neptune station direct. But before I do, if you would subscribe to my channel and maybe give the video a thumbs up and even hit the little bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. It's one of my aims for my solar return that's starting on December the 14th. Well, the solar return is December the 13th. My birthday is the 14th, to actually grow my YouTube channel more and to do more videos to teach you more astrology and offer you the wisdom of the stars. But before I do, a couple of other housekeeping things. My Venus retrograde heroine's journey class has people piling in. The numbers are growing. There's some content in there already. You'll see from this video that this Venus retrograde is very impactful in so many ways and is in fact tied to this Neptune station. So I'll show you that. But also, I just want to mention as well that I got this lovely new trinket here. Okay, you can hardly see it actually on video, but this is my chart. Okay, my chart on a pendant. I can carry my astrology natal chart with me. And since it's holiday season, you know, I partnered with Ephemeris, the company. There'll be a link in the show notes below to take a look at them. And I believe they actually have a sale, Black Friday. I don't really do these sale things, but they have a sale going on right now. And these are really cute. They're actually quite weighty and heavy, so you know they're not going to kind of snap. They seem very well made, and I love the fact that this is carrying my chart on it. And with this, I also got a report for my astrology. And so, if you're interested or can't think of something to get a special person in your life, go and check out this, and or get one for yourself. I got one for my birthday, clearly. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen, and okay, I'm going to share the screen, and I'm going to draw on some arrows. So Neptune has been in Pisces for, quite some time, all right? So Neptune in Pisces, Neptune moved into Pisces on February the 3rd, 2012, and will be in Pisces until March the 30th, 2025, and then will retrograde back into Pisces a little bit from October the 22nd, 2025 to January the 26th, 2026. And since Neptune has been in Pisces, you know, it's such a vast energy. Compassion has increased, empathy, kind of mercy, intuition, all that kind of spirituality, artistry has definitely like blown up. But also, you know, it can be very escapist, and we've also seen a rise in, you know, claims about fake news and things like that. It's all about illusion and delusion also. And Neptune in Pisces is such an interesting kind of energy. And but this is definitely at its higher level, which is what we really all want to attain to. This is really a time to increase your faith and a devotion to your beliefs. Okay, but more about faith, I think, than beliefs. And also, it's a time to tap into your dreams and your intuition and your sensitivity. Now, Neptune goes retrograde every year, but Neptune stations I always find quite long lasting and impactful, because Neptune is such a slow moving, kind of diffuse energy. And Neptune, when Neptune is working on you in the chart, it tends to dissolve things and clouds gradually begin to clear. It's not one of those aspects that really kind of happens on a moment. It's very slow, very nebulous, very kind of like the tides turning. And the stations, the Neptune stations, are definitely like turning tides. And Neptune is stationing direct on December the 1st, 2021. And I'm recording this on November the 23rd. We're starting to feel it already because Neptune is that vast kind of tidal energy, and tidal shifts tend to happen. And, you know, I kind of think every Neptune station is impactful. They often bring kind of floods of some kind, floods of emotion, especially in Pisces, because Neptune is the modern ruler of Pisces. So it's very, very strong in that sign and has been impacting us, as I said, since 2012. Pivotal year for many, of course, 2012, right? It was for me. I don't know about you. But let's look at this actual Neptune station and give you a little bit of guidance about what might happen. So this is where I get my little drawing tools and I draw some lines on this chart. So Neptune is stationing direct at 20 degrees and 24 minutes. I put it to the time where I am, but the exact time, you know, doesn't really matter with Neptune because it's this vast energy. It's all around this period. But the actual day of the station has Neptune in a dance with Venus in Capricorn, Mars in Scorpio, and also Black Moon Lilith in Gemini. And that means that Venus is in a quincunx, and we have actually a finger of fate or God to Black Moon Lilith. And I use the true calculation of Black Moon Lilith, by the way, in case any of you are going, well, that's not the position of Black Moon Lilith. Well, it is. There's interestingly also a quincunx from Neptune to Hygeia, we might mention. So that's a lot of lines. So I'm going to clear it and talk a little bit about bit by bit. The biggest kind of aspects to my mind are this sextile to Venus and this trine to Mars. Now, these are generally thought to be supportive aspects, but this is kind of very powerful earth-moving energy. And as you know, I'm offering that Venus retrograde class, so I monitor and I work with Venus. My membership's called the Venus Enchantment Community, and Venus, to my mind, is the higher energy of us, Earth. Okay, of the divine feminine. Venus is Isis. Venus is Magdalene. Venus is Inanna. Venus is Freya. She is the divine goddess. And the history of Venus is really interesting. I'll talk a lot more about that over time and in the Venus retrograde class. But for now, Venus moved into Capricorn. Venus is now in the shadow of her retrograde. At this point, Venus is still out of bounds. Venus has been way out of bounds, eccentric, acting out of character for quite some time, and she does not move back in bounds, which means she's within 23 degrees and 26 minutes of the ecliptic, north or south. But she's moving back in, but she doesn't move back in till December the 7th. So Neptune is almost exactly aspecting Venus on this station. The exact sextile will happen a little bit before Neptune stations direct. But also, of course, at this point, Venus is heading towards her station retrograde on December the 19th. So she's starting to slow down, starting to descend, starting to go into her underworld. Meanwhile, we have Mars, the traditional ruler of Scorpio, another water sign. Pisces is a water sign, aspecting it as well. And Mars and Venus have been in this little dance together, this kind of, they're moving together, never quite exact sextile, but they've been moving together for a little while. They're moving together as I record this, and both of them are in aspect to this Neptune station. So that's the divine masculine, the goddess, and the god, sorry, the warrior, the protector, the guardian. Mars is all of those. And Neptune, the goddess, Isis, etc. All coming together. This is all being kind of surged in together. But Mars in Scorpio is very powerful, pushing, kind of surging energy. And Venus is in the sign of our structures that we live under, our institutions. I'm not going to say the patriarchy anymore, though they are the current structures that we live under. But Capricorn is all about our structures, and I think they're being changed. And I think this little dance here is really creating this big surge of change. Neptune in Pisces, a mutable sign, bringing change. Venus in Capricorn, in a cardinal sign, saying initiate change. Venus is going to station retrograde conjunct Pluto, which is the modern ruler of Scorpio. And Mars is pushing, even though he's in a fixed sign. He's saying, come on, you have to change, or he's being pushed by these other planets. And then we have this quincunx, or this finger of fate, to Black Moon Lilith. And Black Moon Lilith is our wildest part of ourselves. She was the original wife of Adam, who refused to submit. She was created from the same dust in the myth. They were made equal. The Hieros Gamos, the male, female, the exact opposites that needed to come together for creation. So here we have the divine feminine and the divine masculine pushing us to the Black Moon Lilith, in pointing to this, saying we have to get back to this raw elemental creation, that we were created equally. Okay. In the sign of Gemini, which is the sign of the twins, it's the Lover's card in the tarot, which is all about bringing together the divine opposites. This is all about the Hieros Gamos, or the sacred marriage of opposites, which is masculine, feminine in everything. This is not about just males and females. It's about bringing it together within us as well. So this is why I think this station is extremely strong, extremely important. If you have anything around 20 degrees of any sign, you are going to be affected by this, okay? I'm going to say possibly slightly more the mutable signs, which are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius and Pisces. But with Venus being in a cardinal sign and Mars being in a fixed sign, all signs are being pulled to shift and change. And, you know, I think it's a guide, a bit of a lead in to the overall message of this Venus retrograde too, because that is very much about the Hieros Gamos. I think the universe is screaming at us to start uniting and bringing together all polarities, all oppositions in this divine sacred marriage of opposites. Okay. Now, you know, at a more mundane level, this Neptune station direct is going to have us feeling moved, is going to have us feeling inspired. We're going to start feeling more creative again. After Neptune has moved direct, we've pretty much got all planets direct at this point, except Uranus of the major planets. Uranus does not station direct until just before Venus does. And then we're going into the winter with Venus turning retrograde, of course, as well. But you know, it for a short while until December the 19th from this, we have got a lot of direct action. All right. So until we go to the Venus retrograde. Eris will station direct in January as well, January the 10th. Uranus will station direct on January the 18th, and Venus on January the 29th. So we are heading, you know, into this alchemical kind of transformation period that I've talked about a lot already. I just want to leave you with one last kind of thing. I want to read you the Chandra symbol for this Neptune station direct, because you are going to feel it now. So I'm going to put this symbol, the copy and paste it in the notes below as well, and the notes in this video. So make sure you click on that and read them so you can soak up these words. But the symbol is pagan fire worshippers dancing, trance states at home in psychic realms and other realities, the self abandoned to the tribe, to the sweep of the moment, to the energies that arise, on fire with longing and poignant, bittersweet reflections, a throwback, a native primal soul, emotional, depths centered, superphysical. You are energized tremendously by special occasions, extraordinary meetings, unexpected miracles and tragedies, expectant and waiting for something wild and unknown to break through, mediumistic, vicarious and charged with a life force that must be followed out, a certain distinctive fate to be at times disappearing and gone, and at other times resurgent and mighty. All depends upon the tides of fortune. Excuse me. And it will always change in unpredictable, exciting, disorienting and multiple ways. To my mind, that is just encapsulating this Neptune station direct. And as I said, it's such a vast energy. You're feeling it now. It'll be unfolding in the days after the station direct as well. So kind of meditate on those words and feel into them, and allow yourself to go into some of these trance states. Maybe do some shamanic journey work, which, and incidentally, I do on the Venus retrograde class. Maybe do some kind of shamanic healing work, or some meditation, or some ecstatic dance energy. You could do that on your own. Turn the music up loud and just let yourself dance, and just really feel into these mediumistic, intuitive states, okay? Because this is pretty amazing. And you know, yes, at the mundane level, there may be some real kind of releasing and letting go and releasing of water and emotion energy, but tune into it inside yourself. So for now, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out the Venus retrograde class, and go read that symbol because it's quite astounding. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up. So much love from me.